Psychological Warfare Superhero Unmasked. Let's journey back to the golden age of comics, a time when superheroes were as much a reflection of society's anxieties as they were champions of justice. Among the pantheon of caped crusaders, one figure stands out for his uniquely bizarre approach to fighting crime, the Face. Debuting in 1940, the Face was the alter ego of Tony Trent, a radio announcer who became disillusioned by the crime and corruption plaguing his city. Unlike other heroes who relied on gadgets or superpowers, Trent adopted a much more psychological tactic. He donned a grotesque green mask, permanently frozen in a scream, designed to terrify criminals into submission. This mask was so disturbing that it often left villains too frightened to put up any resistance, effectively allowing the Face to clean up the streets with little more than pure horror. The Face's mask was a masterstroke of psychological warfare. In an era before Batman's brooding presence or the Joker's twisted grin took hold of the public imagination, the Face's visage was in a league of its own. The mask featured exaggerated, bulging eyes, a cavernous mouth stretched in a silent wail, and sickly green skin that looked as if it had crawled out of a nightmare. The effect was immediate. Criminals would drop their guns, faint, or flee at the mere sight of him. Unlike other heroes who might exchange punches or chase villains across rooftops, the Face often resolved confrontations without a single blow. This not only set him apart from his contemporaries, but also highlighted the power of fear as a weapon for justice. However, such a bizarre gimmick didn't come without its drawbacks. The Face quickly became a curiosity in the crowded comic book market. Readers sometimes found his methods unsettling, and the stories occasionally bordered on the surreal, as the Face's mask seemed to possess an almost supernatural ability to induce terror. Over time, to appeal to a wider audience, later stories toned down the horror elements and eventually had Tony Trent fighting crime without the mask altogether, transitioning into a more conventional adventure hero. Nevertheless, for a period in the early 1940s, the Face stood as a testament to the wild experimentation and boundary-pushing creativity that defined the golden age of comics. Today, the Face is a largely forgotten relic, overshadowed by more enduring superheroes. Yet, his eerie green mask remains a symbol of just how weird, and bold, comics could be in those formative years. The Face's story reminds us that sometimes, the most effective way to fight evil is to give it something to be truly afraid of. Brought to you by Victory Age Comics. Reviving forgotten heroes, one panel at a time.